What's good, YouTube? It's your man BG Tech Life, and there's one device that I've really been leaning on for the year 2025, and that device is the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra. Now, there's been a lot of devices to come out in 2025, but me on my tech journey, I didn't feel moved to spend a lot of money on a lot of devices that I felt like wouldn't be as good as the device that I was already rocking. So I just really stuck with the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra all year. And if you're watching in YouTube land, you'll see that there's a lot of creators that actually went back to the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra. Now, hardcore Apple fanboys, of course, they was never going to stick with anything outside of their beloved Apple. But people that actually use different devices really felt strongly about the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra in 2025. Now, let's talk about why is the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra was my favorite daily driver in 2025. Let's get into it. Now, YouTube, I'm a multi-purpose guy. I use different devices. I'm just not in the Samsung ecosystem. I have an iPhone, I have a Pixel. I like to use different devices and get different feels of what's going on, not in just the device that I'm using as my daily driver, but I just want to see how everything's going, how things going on the Apple side, how things are going on the stock Google side. So I do have Pixels and I have some iPhones and things of that nature that I also utilize. But when it comes to my main daily driver and phone that I would have to depend on, and if I had to walk around with one phone, it would be my S25 Ultra. Now, Samsung does a lot of good things with smartphones historically and in the past couple years. They've got better at some things that they weren't always good at, which has made for a really good experience and using their premium flagship this year. So I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Using the S25 Ultra is a couple reasons. Historically, Samsung has always been great at displays, and the S25 Ultra is no different. It offers a flat display that gets plenty vibrant, that looks really good, gets really bright, just a great display for watching content or whatever you want to do on your smartphone. So I've always enjoyed Samsung displays, but this year they have took it a little further, guys. Or I must say they've taken it a lot further and doing something that most phones weren't doing at the time when the S25 Ultra dropped. Now, on the S25 Ultra, they have an anti-reflective coating on the display. And this actual coating is very important and really just put the cherry on top of the experience, because with the anti-reflective coating and any lighting, whether you're sitting up under a bright light, whether you're out in the sun, whatever, the display looks great. And it also looks great at any angle that you put the phone. I almost put the phone sideways and it still looks good. That anti-reflective coating is something that a lot of other manufacturers are going to have to pick up, because the S25 Ultra has the display that looks great, but at the same time, you can put it in a bad condition and the display still looks good. Some phones can't do that. Also, overall, just the camera system on the S25 Ultra is very useful. I will say that. It's not the best point and shoot. It may not be the best video, depending on how you feel. Some people say it's the iPhone, but I think the Samsung is still really great. You can also get log footage now with the S25 Ultra as far as video go. And I feel like, guys, with the amount of lenses, with the telephotos, with the zoom capabilities, it's just a camera system that's full of different tricks that are useful, especially if you're using your device for content creation. I feel like it's not a piece of content I couldn't make with my S25 Ultra, or not a photo that I couldn't take with the high res 200 megapixel sensor and edit it to exactly how I want it. Now, as far as the point and shoot, I feel like the processing is a little off, but when I actually take control of the camera, guys, I really feel like I nail a lot of footage, a lot of pictures. The video supplies good 4K 30 frames per second YouTube quality. I could not ask for more. And also, on top of its capabilities as a video camera and a camera, There's also the Snapdragon 8 Elite processor. That is something that I love about Samsung, guys. Using Snapdragon, use the best available processor for their device. Because when you have that type of processor, guys, dealing with video on phone is much easier. You can actually edit video, you can slow it down, you can speed it up, you can create a piece of content with some mobile editing software on your device like CapCut. I make my reels with CapCut. Or you could use LumaFusion and you could make a whole YouTube production on your phone that was shot on your phone. The capabilities are endless when you have a nice, powerful processor like Samsung has provided with the Snapdragon 8 Elite. Also, with the entertainment value there, guys, some people game on the phones. I don't game on the phone as much, but if I wanted to, when I want to, it's there, guys. It is definitely there to be able to game on the phone, have a lot of fun on the phone, and not have to worry about the phone actually starting to lag, starting to warm up, and starting to have issues because it's not powerful enough. I've had experiences with smartphones like that. They're supposed to be pro phones, but when I push them to the limit, they start to show that they're not pro phones. And the Ultra is not that type of phone, guys. They go to Snapdragon, get that Snapdragon 8 Elite or whatever Snapdragon powerful processors out for the year. And it seemed like the last couple years, these phones have been on great timing as far as performance. Now, I will say, as far as performance go, talking about internals, talking about hardware, battery life has been an issue that's been kind of in the middle with Samsung lately because they keep going back to the same 5,000 milliamp battery repeatedly, 5,000 milliamp battery for the last couple years. Now, I will say Snapdragon saves them a little bit because each year it seems like Snapdragon processors get a little bit more efficient. But at the same time, guys, like it's time for Samsung to move on and not be scared. We know the Note 7 happened, things of that nature. Put that in the past. Give us a bigger battery. It's a big phone. Make it a 2-day phone. It's the Ultra. It's got the Ultra performance, Ultra camera system. We should have the Ultra battery on a device like this, guys. Samsung has been kind of just spoon feeding us when they should really innovate and double down on why they saying Ultra because the prices of these phones are not going down. They asking for the ultra price and the prices are creeping up every year and they want more money and they're giving less for trade-ins. So give us completely what we want so we'll be happy when we spend our money. Now, an area that Samsung really leveled up in the past couple years, guys, is their interface. Back in the day when Samsung had TouchWiz, it was very laggy. It was just not a good experience on Samsung devices as far as Android go. It was just a slow, laggy interface that had a lot of problems and it just looked cartoonish. Now we're using One UI. We're on One UI 8.0. And right now, Samsung actual software interface is just looking really good. It's looking really good and it has a lot of built-in features like things like Edge panel that are just really useful, really helpful, and they just feel like you got an all-around utilitarian phone that's got endless features, almost like Batman's utility belt. It's very customizable, it's very useful, and they've stopped trying to duplicate actual Google software like when we would get messages from Samsung and we would get a message in that from Google. They stopped doing that. So I think it's really coming out to be a clean interface, probably my favorite interface as far as Android devices go. And now, guys, I think Samsung has quietly been doing a great job working with Google and actually working on a lot of artificial intelligence features that these devices now have. They have helpful translation features, helpful actual features as far as transcribing voice notes, things of that nature, guys, that work really well and make the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra more than just a phone. It is really a tool at this point. And last but not least, the thing that makes the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra different from a lot of phones on the market, guys, is the S Pen. Yeah, you have a few budget phones with styluses, but the S Pen experience, even though it's lacking Bluetooth this year, and it works in all the ways that I need for it to work. I love using my stylus to take quick notes, to actually edit screenshots, things of that nature. I just made a list of a lot of Black Friday deals that I like using my S Pen, guys. It's a very, very handy feature. And for somebody like me, I just got these big hands and big fingers. So sometimes it's more comfortable for me to actually utilize my phone with the S Pen where I'm getting accuracy when I'm editing a video or editing a photo on my phone or just scrolling through my Twitter feed. I feel like the S Pen is a really dope feature, and that's why the Note and the Ultra devices on the Android side have been goaded to folks that are really into productivity because it's really a tool. But all in all, guys, the S25 Ultra is just a really dope device, a lot of features, premium device that you can push it to the limit and do a lot with. Now, with that being said, if you're not into doing a lot on your device and you just want to be able to browse social media and text, then maybe the S25 Ultra is not the phone for you because with all the features and everything that it come with, of course, it's going to come with a price tag. And if you don't need all those features, no need to overspend. But if you're somebody that really get into your smartphone and like a smartphone that can handle a lot and do a lot, and you're a creative person and you like to try to do different things, S25 Ultra is calling your name, or maybe S26 Ultra, because we're at the end of 2025. And all year, guys, I've been utilizing the S25 Ultra strong, and there's no moment where I felt like it let me down or I wish I had another device in my hand, honestly. It's your boy BG Tech Life. Thanks for watching this review. Make sure you subscribe. I'm out. Peace.